often neglect third house because it doesn't belong to the Kendra houses 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th, which are about the fundamentals, and also not in the Trikona category 1st, 5th, and 9th, which are about the fortune and timing. But first is about being a warrior. Therefore, we'll be talking about this. If it's strong in your chart, you belong to those people blessed by the Mars. But you can be challenging or will be challenged by the Moon and Jupiter. So we'll be talking about consequences of that. I'm practicing Vedic astrology under my teacher, V.C. Larson, since 2004. And I was going through the all main courses, Parashara, Jaimini, and Mantra Shastran. I was conducting the courses in Polish and language. So I've also gathered a lot of examples related to the third house. So probably it's not the last video. Here we'll be talking about a twist which is happening between 3rd and 11th. What house is about that fight and flight syndrome? Why the 3rd house is anti-moon and anti-Jupiter and what it means? What relationship? We know it's about the sex life, but there is also the other indications. So what are those? How it is related to the parents in a negative way, and why these people grow so nice when they are surrounded by obstacles. And the last one will be answering one question from the Discord. So let's roll the intro and start with the first one. But first, let's have some basics out of the way. The 3rd house is about the siblings, about the writing, the communication. This is coming from the Mercury. The natural significator is the Mars, so it's all about the do-it-yourself, about that grit, courage to do things on its own. And then we will be also talking about the various distance from other houses and how this is shaping the meaning of the 3rd house. So the first is about the twist between the 3rd and 11th. The interesting thing we will observe is that 11 and 10, they have a natural Lord Malefic, because 11th is loaded by a natural zodiac by Saturn, Rahu, the 10th by Saturn, and but their Bhavakaraka, the planet which is describing the meaning of that house, these are benefics. For 10th with Mercury, for 11th we have Jupiter. The situation is reversed in the 3rd and 6th. So below that 1st and 7th line, because for the 3rd house we have benefic natural sign Gemini is natural 3rd sign from Aries, and the 6th is Virgo. So these are benefics or beneficial signs loaded by benefics, but the karaka of these houses is 3rd and 6th. So there is this flip happening in that 3rd and 6th houses. And from that flip, there is a growth indicated because there is some changing of potential or changing of nature, but also there is that trap because it looks like benefic, but it can turn to something malefic. Therefore, we say that 6th house is like a coin. It can either go upachaya for growth, or it can be negative. If the tamas wins, then it turns to dushtana. You see that this flipping of the house is happening in the 3rd, 6th, and 11th. And the 3rd and 6th, because they are lorded by benefic, and the malefic can be like hidden within. If we look for situations in the real life, how this is happening, the trap mechanism is one, and the other is being triggered. Being triggered means that there is some benefic medium like the wards, and they can, for example, fire up something like revolution, or it can lead to something negative. So we have to be very responsible when it comes to 3rd and 6th, because this can turn malefic because of that double nature. Don't let this upachaya take over with the tamasic energy, because then these houses can flip and you will be triggered. But if you will overcome these temptations, then it will be better and better, and after some time it will become habit and will be very inspirational, because you will be winning every day, but it will demand less and less effort, which is very inspiring for others. Okay, now let us go into the next one about the fight and flight mode. We can see that when the child is surrounded by that motherly energy, if the situation at that upbringing is safe, the emotions are addressed, then this 4th house of yours and the moon becomes very favorable, very auspicious. They are strong, their nice plans are there, and the effect is that the person is very trusting, very friendly, it's treating everyone as a family. This concept is called in Vedic scriptures Vasudeva Kutumbakam. But if you don't have this, you may scan the surrounding for threats, because you don't have this safe, trusting energy of treating everyone as your well-wishers. it's the other way. You feel as if the world is antagonizing you and you need to be at this defense pose all the time. And the fleeing is the 12th house. 4th house is about the comfort. We can also say comfort zone. So you are like fleeing from that, and therefore this threat scanning and that fight and flight mode are very much related to that 3rd house. So I have also observed that people who have ADHD and also are at this Vata Ayurvedic disposal, they may have this moon energy not so as other people. There may be some deficits there. So you need to make an extra effort to collect this. Luckily, we can do that. Think about 4th house activities. So it's meditation, friends, family, good sleep, cooking, the being in the shelter, feeling safe, all that will recharge that moon 4th house battery. It's interesting how whatever is discovered in the science in the last decades, it still falls under that timeless ontology of Jyotisha. By the way, if you have 3rd house loaded, positive or negative, and you want to know what it's doing in your life, or you have any other questions related to health, relationship, or career life, you may want to schedule the consultation, 60 or 90 minutes on the Zoom. The link is in the description. Okay, so now we have the question, why the 3rd house is anti-moon or anti-Jupiter? So we've already said that this is 12th house from the 4th, so it is like antithesis of the 4th house, so that anti-moon part is partially revealed, but it is also having not best relationship with the 9th and 11th, which are very much Jupiterian houses. 9 because it's 7 from the 9th house, the 3rd is 7 from the 9th, so it is like a Maraka principle, some place where the 9th is dying, and the 11th house is blocked, because if you will put that axis on 1st and 7th, then the reflective house is blocked by the other, like 12 or 2nd of eating is blocked by 12 of fasting. So these houses on the other side of this 1st and 7th line, they are blocking each other. And similarly, the 11th, which is the guru and getting things, this gains, 11 is Labha, gains, is blocked by 3rd house, and therefore the Karaka is Mars, because now if it's blocked, we have to fight it on our own. 11th house is very much related to instruction of Guru, because it's 3rd from the 9th. 9th is the superiors, 3rd house is about the instruction, and now if that is blocked, you are doing things with that Ekalavya mode, which means that you are doing everything on your own. Therefore, natural 3rd house is Gemini. This is where the Rahu exalts. Therefore, these researchers are very much dominated also by that 3rd house. And if you have Atmakaraka in the 3rd house, then if you're an astrologer, you will also have very strong this independent spirit of learning. But as Hegel said, this thesis and antithesis here of the 3rd and 11th, they are after some time unifying, and then we are making that historical progress. Similarly here, the research is good, but if we add the knowledge, so the research is living on something, it is the eating up the knowledge and transforming it with the research, then we will progress our consciousness. And we have to understand that sometimes rejecting the 11th house, the help of the friends or teacher, is like throwing away the help, which can take like many years. So it's a really waste. And sometimes the ego, which also is coming from the trauma. So we can see 4th house when afflicted, causing the trauma, is pushing us into the 3rd house, and then we are blocking that helping hand. Of course, if you will get those things on your own, there is this additional satisfaction, but the best way is to unify again this Jupiter and this Mars energy. So we know that 3rd house is about the sexual life, because it's the Maituna sign, Mituna or Gemini in the natural 3rd. So 3rd house is all about that. The specific details are in the Navamsha, or even more detailed in the special Drekana chart. But there is additional important things related to relationship in 3rd and 9th. Many people, especially now, are suffering from the ghosting, the engagement are broken, the contract. Even before engagement, there is some type of contract going on. So if someone is not willing to commit, either the native or the partner, there will be some 3rd and 9th problem which need to be resolved. So if you have these patterns, if you observe, yes, I have this in my life, then you know which houses to check. Now, why it is bad for parents? Mother is the 4th house and the father is the 9th house. If we will observe, the 3rd house has bad relationship with both, because it's 12 from the 4th and 7 from the 9th. There is another house which is also bad for both parents. This is the 10th house. So indeed, Vanda Shamsa Shamsa, when these houses are coming up, even in the Rasi chart as an initial trigger or impulse to check it further in Vada Shamsa, the specific chart of parents, you need to be cautious about the parents' health in that time, especially using the Udu dashas for this type of principle. So again, it's not the best for the family. Families are again in the second and the fourth. In second, we have Taurus, which is exalted, moon position. Fourth is Cancer, when the moon is in own side. And third house is Marakato second, so it's like killing the family, and it's 12 from the fourth. So it's like fleeing from the fourth. So therefore, we can see how this Mars is between this moon houses, but also being like an antithesis. So therefore, he loves to do things on his own. It's like very independent and do it on your own type of mentality. But then if you are going independent on your own, as said before, you can be a big inspiration and you can then help other vulnerable people, like those with addictions or those with some mental problems. You can be really assistance and inspiration for people who had those troubled life, especially life without that moon blessing. This is because the third house is in the 10th from the 6th. So if you have a lot of enmity, or you were growing up with the 6th house with some kind of opposition, addiction, things like that, then you can develop that strength in yourself, that third house. You will have that special courage. You will be like a warrior because of that austerity you were going through. Therefore, some warriors in the previous ages, they were voluntarily going through some kind of tapasya to increase the 6th house. Also, the kshatriyas, the warriors, they had to be brahmacharis, which means that without relationship for a very long time, some say 44 years. And then this 3rd and 6th, this Mars energy is growing in the person. And this is again because you are not getting things by default. The 11th and the 9th, the fortune and gains are blocked. Right, we said this antithesis of those houses being the 3rd, you need to do it on your own. And therefore, you need to be also careful not to develop some bad ways. So these are obstacles which needs to be conquered. And because person is ruled by Mars, he will love it. The more obstacles, the more things to conquer, the better. And therefore, Mars is exalted, or it's having the directional strength in the 10th house. There are some problems with Mars in the 4th house, maybe because there is not a playground in the 10th for Mars to show its real nature. So this is nice circle of attaining something. When you are there, then the new doors are opening, new challenge is there, which you have not seen without being on that step. So it's like that nice spiral. Conquering something, new doors are open, and then again there is challenge, again you are overcoming that. And recently I have watched the Tony Robinson, I too am not a fan, but this was quite inspiring talk with Alex Hormozy, and there was one thing about the growth when he said that the main inspiration in his life is the growth. So this was quite resonating with me, and this is very much about the center or essence of the 3rd house. And now the question from the Discord community. This is about the Kalasarpa 3rd, Curse of Lagna, 7 and 10 house, Lord is in Pisces. It cause problems for career or ability to earn own money. Also, there is Parivartana between Ketu and Rahu. So should we treat it as Parivartana? So there is a lot to dissect here. Maybe we'll start with the end. There is a Parivartana of the nodes. I have observing that more and more in the chart. And Kalasarpa between 3rd and 9th. This is again independent principle, which is showing that there is some blockage on the 3rd 9. It can be a blockage of getting a visa. 3rd and 9 are very much related to that. It can be a blockage of studies. 3rd and 9 also have to do with the fortune and the protection being broken. So those people may get into some kind of conflicts easily, or it can impact health. Immune system, right? Immune system is also type of Mars fight of body, and 3rd and 9 can also disturb that. So we need to see then 3rd and 9th, it's like Mars and Jupiter, about the Karakas, what is really hit here. And you are right, the career life is very much related to the 9th house because it's 12 from the 10th. So it's like a trailer, or it's like you need to go through that door. Therefore, 9th house is specialization. We are first getting the specialization, and then we can enter the 10th house. So this is how the specialization may be broken, and because of that, it is giving some challenges in the 10th house. It's like similar to the second house from the moon, because it's like not even there. Like second house from the moon being afflicted, it may also show that you are not even joining the career life sector or family. Unfortunately, I cannot tell here more because we would need to see the whole chart. There are many factors which can modify a lot here. Okay, that was about the third house. If you want to meet me in the 8th house lecture, then click here.